It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Jameis Winston, 5th in the NFL in passing yardage, entering this week. It's the Saints and the Falcons, next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. To my right, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And CD, we've got a couple of very potent offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about things in different ways, don't they, partner? On one side, you got the #1 rushing offense in the league. They want to run, and wear you down and own the time of possession. But then on the other side, you got offensive things pass first, second, and third, and they're up near the top of the league in passing yards, and they like to strike quickly. We'll see which style of offense prevails in this one.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
All right, let's go.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Well, we won in New
Here come
Orleans
the Saints
last
for
year.
their opening drive.
See what we can do here.
They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Jameis going to look to throw right away. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jameis to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are
Nice already. Good defense.
And that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot. Way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A first carry for Tyler Algier as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Falcons at 8-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one. So they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Ready?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Algier. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown.
Too much power. Too much.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go.
Algier now up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Winston. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston being chased out left.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now, Winston. This one brought in by Sternberger.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Winston now to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Here we go with Kamara. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. But the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, a give to counter. And some room to work. Touchdown, Falcons. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease.
There it is.
Like he did there.
Barry Sanders.
Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Coup for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's James.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Ready.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll give it to Patterson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mon looks to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Patterson again.
And power running here down the 6-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Mon.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Winston now. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Winston got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Again, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Bears who have the lead. The former Buckeye, Justin Fields, with...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you.